For opera fans, the leading place to see opera in the United States is the Met at the Lincoln Center in New York City. While I am no fan of the Big Apple, there are certain features that are not replicated elsewhere. Statue of Liberty comes to mind, but Broadway, of course, and the Met come to mind also. This is Dr. David D. Schein, and welcome to the special edition of Starstruck as we keep our audience up to date on the arts and theater scene. Opera plots are often complex and many heroes die. Puccini's famed opera La Boheme is no exception. Since its debut in 1896, this opera is one of the most performed around the world. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of performances each year. The plot became even more famous than the opera itself because I think in the 1990s, there was a play called Rent, and then there was a successful movie called Rent, and it's based on the same plot, starving artist. In the case of La Boheme, the heroine Mimi, sung beautifully by soprano Susanna Phillips, is a party girl who later succumbs to tuberculosis. In Rent, the lead character is suffering from AIDS, of course, an updated view, and of course, we can cure tuberculosis if it's caught early enough in the modern era. The set itself almost steals the show despite the magical music. Franco Zeffirelli is the producer and the set designer, and it is over the top, folks. And this displays all of the reasons to see a production of opera at the Met. There's a huge chorus, and on stage you see a mule and a horse. At different points, you see a marching band, and there are just incredible singers all over the place. It is really an impressive production from that standpoint, almost stealing away from the featured music, some of the most popular opera music of all time. Also featured in the cast is the boyfriend, Rodolfo, sung with passion by tenor Charles Castronovo. The other lead female character is Musetta, sung by a soprano who hails from Houston, Latonia Moore, and she nearly steals the show. She's very popular with the audience. Another great voice was contributed by the character Marcello, sung by baritone Quinn Kelsey. I mentioned the key characters, but every featured singer was outstanding. And I also wanted to mention this production had a full orchestra under the leadership of conductor James Gaffigan. While this was the last performance of La Boheme for this opera season, I recommend checking it out in the future since it is performed almost every season by the Met. Disclaimer, I buy my own tickets to performances covered. I do not identify myself as a theater reviewer, do not commit to doing reviews. Dr. Dave awards the Met 5 stars for its production of La Boheme. If you've enjoyed this presentation, please subscribe on your favorite platform.